The Bible says, "So teach us to number our days that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom." We have been numbering our days. We've had a couple of weeks worth of work at our homeschooling. This is our 3rd week of homeschooling. So you should have gotten some new packet information, which you should have put in your binder. Now let me show you here. Mrs. Zimmerman put a list of which pages go where on Class Dojo, so Mom can help you with this. But you're going to start, make sure that you have worksheet pages that say 119A in the corner here. Also a phonics page that's 139, and your writing page should all be in the first section of your binder. Once you take a few minutes to work through your class fact practice page, you may need those flashcards that we did last week to help you remember some of those answers. These are tricky ones we have to memorize. And then once you've done that, you can pause the video and we'll go over the answers together. Okay, hopefully you have all of your answers written down. I'm going to reveal the answers up here on the screen as I say them out loud. 4 plus 8 equals 12. 8 plus 6 equals 14. 6 plus 4 equals 10. 8 plus 3 equals 11. 5 plus 8 equals 13. Did you get them right? I hope you did. Okay, here we go. Next row. 6 plus 8 equals 14. 8 plus 4 equals 12. 3 plus 8 equals 11. 2 plus 9 equals 11. 8 plus 5 equals 11. 8 plus 5 doesn't equal 11. 8 plus 5 equals 13. Hope we caught that one. 8 plus 5 equals 13. Sorry for missed yet. All right, did you get all those right? Mrs. Zimmerman didn't. See, everyone makes mistakes. 8, next row. 8 plus 6 equals 14. 5 plus 8 equals 13. 6 plus 5 equals 11. 4 plus 8 equals 12. 8 plus 3 equals 11. Then we have one last row to go. 4 plus 5 equals 9. 8 plus 5 equals 13. 3 plus 8 equals 11. 6 plus 8 equals 14. 8 plus 4 equals 12. Did you get them all right? If you did, give yourself a cheer. Hooray! For getting them all right. Okay, what we're going to take a look at now is we're going to talk for just a minute about measuring with a ruler. And so if you have a ruler somewhere in your house, I want you to go get one now. We have a few like this. Of course, we know you have one in your desk, but it's still in your desk waiting for you to return. But if you can find a ruler, it doesn't have to be a 12-inch ruler. It could be a 6-inch ruler, but it needs to have these little markings on that side, the side that shows the centimeters. So if you want to pause the video and ask Mom and Dad if you have a ruler, that'd be good to do now. Okay, we're going to take a look at this ruler, and if you don't have a ruler, I'll show you mine, and we can work through this together, okay? We talked about standard measurements. That means they're always the same no matter how you measure them or what you measure. When you use standard measurements, an inch is always going to be an inch. This little number down here at the bottom represents the number of centimeters. Can you say centimeters? Centimeters. It's a bigger word. And so you'll notice that for each inch, you get almost 3 whole centimeters. They're a much smaller unit of measure. And so we can measure things. I have a marker right here. And the way we measure with centimeters is the same way we measure with inches. We would flip it over, and we're going to line up our ruler or measuring tape. You could use measuring tape for this too if Mom or Dad has measuring tape around. You're going to match it up, remember, at either the 0 or the end of the ruler. And so if I were going to measure the centimeters of this marker here, you'll notice that it is about 14 centimeters long. So I want you to take the worksheet out of your binder, and you can practice measuring some things in your house. If you get a chance, I want you to measure something and put in the comments something that you measured and how many centimeters it was, okay? Let's take a minute to look at our lesson worksheet. This is should be in your daily work binder after your class fact practice paper. And we're going to measure these the same way that we measured our inches when we learned to measure inches. Only we're going to make sure we have it flipped over on the centimeter side. I'm going to come a little closer to you down there. You're so far away. So I want you to see what we have here. I'm going to take my paper, and you can just look here if you don't have your own ruler. If you have your own ruler, you can do this at home. You're going to line up the end of the ruler with the first dot next to the 1, and if you see, how far does it go? It goes to the number 13. So right here in that blank, you're going to write 13 because that line is 13 centimeters long. Okay, let's look at the next one. Number 2. Remember to make sure that you're on the centimeter side. Make sure you're on the centimeter side. And if you go from that dot to that dot, how many centimeters is that line segment? You see it? It's 7 centimeters. Now, if you want to take a second and pause the video, you can work ahead of me and check your work as you go, if that's something you would like to do. I'm going to keep on working. The next line is a little bit crooked here. Oh, you got to make sure I have it on the right side. I'm going to line up, let's see here. I'm going to start at my 0. And if you notice, it goes all the way. What number does it end at? It's the number 15. So that would be 15 centimeters. And you can write 15 on the line there. Okay, number 4. We're looking at our centimeters. A lot of rulers have that cm right there to show you that means centimeters. Okay, how far does number 4 go? Number 4 goes all the way to the 14. So in the blank there, you can write 14. Oh, the next one's kind of little. Look at this. There's a fun little guy. And he's sideways. We call that vertical. So I'm going to line up my paper right here. Can you see it? And it is about 3 centimeters. So you can write 3 on the line right there. And the last one is diagonal. Make sure you're on your centimeter side. The last one is diagonal. I'm going to line them up there. Hard to get them in his place. And if you notice, it's about 6 centimeters. So if you want to take some time to find some things around your house and measure them, you can measure just about anything using centimeters. Okay, next we're going to get ready for our class fact practice sheet.